comparing shopping by online installment versus a cash, what do you think are the pros and the cons for each method?
Sure. You see, online financing or financing of any kind offers flexibility. You can choose your monthly installment. You can choose how long you want to have the financing for. You can choose your down payments even sometimes. So it's a very flexible offering that online financing offers. Also, there's no restrictions in some respects, right? Typically, if you want to buy a television and you have 2 million rupiah or 3 million rupiah cash available, you can only buy this. But for example, if you want to do online financing, you could maybe buy a 4 million rupiah television. So it allows you to provide a slightly better lifestyle for you and your family. Obviously, you need to be careful with this, right? Because again, it's a flexible tool. You need to be more careful. But it's same like cash. You want to make sure you don't spend more money than you can afford on an ongoing basis. So just like you don't want to spend too much cash on things that you can't afford or will regret, the same rule applies for financing, to be very, very careful and to use it appropriately well. And always focusing on whether you really need it or do you really want it. And I'm always urging our customers to really focus on needs, what is really essential for them and their family.
Okay, this is very interesting because in the case of big purchases such as a house mortgage, bank sets a maximum limit of the allowed credit, better known as a DBR. In the case of small purchase, so how do you assess the credit allowance of your customer?
So over the last 7 years, we have done financing for just around 5 million customers. So we have a lot of experience in assessing the quality of our customers. So when we are trying to assess how much financing to offer to a customer, we are looking at multiple areas. One of the area we are looking at is your income. We are looking at estimating how much are you spending and you're saving on a monthly basis. We are looking at how many loans you have outstanding or what are your other financing obligations. And we are looking at other historical behaviors, whether to see what was the risk performance of customers with your profile. So we are looking at many different dimensions to figure out what is the right amount of financing. And as we have the same interest as the customer, we want to make sure that you can also afford the financing that you are taking. And generally, as a company, we are fairly conservative and cautious about how much money we borrow to the customers because we don't want to give them too much more than they can afford.
Okay, so what do you think is the ideal ratio of installment payment to income per month?
So I believe this is the ratio that we advise customers to follow. From all the income that you're making, make sure around 40% you are using for your daily needs. 30% you are saving, 10% you're giving to charity. The rest, 20%, is the maximum, and I mean this is the maximum you should be spending on your monthly installment.